Hey friends, Graham here from the recordingrevolution.com, and I'm coming to you from my brand new studio, which is bare bones and empty right now. I'm moving in and hooking stuff up today. So I built a desk yesterday, putting up acoustic treatment today, and racking in all my gear again today. But I wanted to do a video for you. Didn't want to miss out. And some of you know I'm doing a new EP for my own personal music using something called the creativity switch. If you missed that video, go watch the video right now. So with the creativity switch, I'm doing everything backwards and everything different than the way I typically work. So right now I'm working in Reason, which is a DAW I never have used before, and I'm writing all my music in Reason and producing it. And I'm also doing it songwriting very differently this time around. But one thing I wanted to show you guys is I'm a huge fan of simplicity and minimalism in a lot of areas of my life, and I try to be, especially with music production, okay? Limiting your options, focusing on the big wins, the things that really make a difference are huge. And this is definitely true in songwriting and production. So if you're a producer, if you're a songwriter, if you create music for your own band or for other artists, then this is something to consider. It's great to have very complex songs, and I love complexity in music because I have a lot of respect for musicians that can craft complex arrangements. But there's also something to be said about a foundation of a piece of music as being very simple, especially in your production. So here's a song that I'm writing that at its core could not be simpler. It's literally one note, okay? This song is an F sharp. That's all it is. It's the only bass line is one note. The chords all come back to the one note. There's no real progression. It's basically one note for the verses, for the choruses, for the guitar solo, for the entire outro of the song. It's all one note. Now there's little bits of layers of complexity that make the arrangement interesting, but at its core, it's one note. So I wanted to show you what that means, and then I'll unpack really briefly sort of what the implication of that is for our recordings, our mixes, and our production. So it starts with the drum beat, and then you'll hear the main note underneath everything. You hear bass, keyboard, and vocals.
I could revel in pleasure. My heart could open wide to all this world has to offer, to all that I desire. I could drown in laughter, let riches overflow, but in the end I'm as dead as another man.
F sharp, ba 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 ba. Everything revolves around that one note. So it's the exact same note on the bass the entire time. And then when the rest of the stuff comes in, more instruments come in, but it's the same thing. One note, right? Then guitars come in, one note.
A humble man of the people, worshipped and adored.
All builds around the F sharp. Here comes more F sharp.
All is vanity under the sun. Oh,
right? We're sticking around, revolving around the simplicity of that one note. And then, you know, guitars come in. Guitar harmonies. And then even the outro, which changes the feel, but it's still really around the F sharp.
always vanity. Everything I see, always vanity under the sun.
Everything revolves around one note. So what is the point of this? The point is that if you think about in your productions and your recordings and your mixes, what is the one thing that this entire song should revolve around? In this case, from a songwriting standpoint, it's a note, okay? This happened to be the way I wrote it. I I like the idea of just the F sharp and then the vocal melody over that, and then jumping up an octave on the bass to another F sharp, one note. But for you, it might be you get a song that you need to mix for a client, and it was recorded, and it's a complex song, but what is the one thing that grounds that song? Is it the drums? Is it a drum loop that is really what holds that song together? Is it a vocal melody that is the song and everything else basically supports that vocal melody? Is it a guitar riff? Is it very riff oriented, and that riff is what you remember and what is the core of the song? You want to identify that one thing, the most important thing, and there's going to be a few good things, but what is the one thing, if taken away, the song falls apart, right? They were all orbiting around that one thing. If you can identify that one thing, you've already won half the battle, because then as a mixer, all you have to do is feature that one thing and let everything else, its EQ, its compression, its volume, its pan, its whatever, be decided by, does this support the one thing and feature the one thing in its best light ever. Same thing is true with recording. When you're recording your own music, think about what is the one part, the one arrangement thing in the arrangement, the one instrument, the one section of the song that really is the center, that has a gravitational pull for everything else. Because if you can identify that, then that will change how you record, what you record, how you arrange, and it'll make sure that the song is displayed in the best possible way. And every song is going to be completely different. So that's the beauty of it, is you identify the core thing. In songwriting, in this case, it was one note. And I'm identifying that, and everything has been built around that. Every outro, every guitar part, everything makes sure that it doesn't get away from the F sharp, which in this case of this random song is the core of the song. So something to think about: minimalism and simplicity in your production, but what is the one foundational element of that song? If you can identify that, then you can pretty much get a better recording and mix and arrangement guaranteed. Hope that helps. Again, if you're interested in what I'm doing for my personal EP, whenever you're watching this, it could be years down the road, shifting from my normal workflow, go watch the Creativity Switch video. It'll give you an idea of what I'm doing differently, and then a challenge for you as to what you can do differently on your next song, project, whatever, to get your creative juices flowing. And I'll definitely keep you updated on the EP. Thanks for all the well wishes on the new studio. I got a lot of work to do. It's never usually super fun to tear down everything and start from scratch, but in the end it'll be worth it, and I'll definitely be showing you guys around when it's all completed. Have some fun this week. Go make some great music. Thanks for being a subscriber and for following the Recording Revolution. It means a lot. Take care.